the only thing that I
Let's just do it.
can say is
Okay.
New York accent is cool.
We're all set.
Want to call Paul? Okay. Sorry. I derailed us already.
Yes.
See, I told you. Okay.
How do we start this?
There is a train.
Hello there.
Shakespeare Remote.
Yes.
I did write stuff down, but it's all gone from my head.
Cut. Because I'm panicking.
I'm gonna do some pauses so you know when to cut and then to play again.
This is Rocky.
Cat was crying. Yes, you were.
He wants to say hi before the interview starts.
What else do I say?
Why are you laughing? Stop laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Am I looking at you?
I feel like we've like slid down.
Oh my god, there's another train! There are so many trains!
Okay, I've got it. Should I just speak?
Have fun editing this. Sorry about all the train noises.
Are you pouring? He's pouring.
I also don't even know if my microphone's working. I'm kind of just holding on to it as a point of contact.
Okay. Can we do this again? Now I'm concentrating.
Yes, okay.
Tom, scratch that bit. I'm gonna restart. Hang on. Okay, restart.
What did I think of telepresence before it started? I mean, I'd heard things about it when the previous third years were doing it, and it looked cool. It looked fun, challenging. I heard a lot of people cried and stuff. Like, it was just really challenging. But I was looking forward to it. It was something I wanted to do, something new that I'd never really heard of, to be fair, until I came to Cov Uni and it was a module, and I was like, cool.
I actually considered almost not doing it because I hate going abroad, and I don't know, it was daunting because I'm not really a massive fan of Shakespeare either, so it was daunting for me, but I decided to do it for experience.
This is Darren, who is the head of performance here.
Hello, how are you doing? How are you? So I'm Darren Pickles. I am the curriculum lead for the performance courses. I look after acting and the music courses. I'm also looking after some of the film courses at the moment. So I just want to say thanks very much. This is looking amazing.
How did you guys?
Okay,
You know?
so we got involved because
Yes, thank you very
Vinny and I already did the project last year, and it was so fun, and we enjoyed it so much and learned so much through it that we, as soon as it was over, we were like, we're coming back next year. In fact, I think we signed up for the project even before they send out the email being like, hey, do you want to participate? We were already in.
You all give yourselves a round of applause.
Yeah, I just remember Nuria writing me a message like, hey, I just signed up. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna write a message right now. So yeah, this is how we got involved again, because we wanted to do this project again.
Okay, this is new to some people and same old for two people right at the very end.
For me, it was different because this is my first time doing it. I did see them last year go through it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool. I didn't know that was happening. And when BL told us that they were going to do it again, he was like, oh, are you guys going to do this? Because tomorrow is like, no, today's like the last day that you can sign up. And I was like, what the fuck? You did not say that again. So, like, you did not remind us again. So I was just like, yes, I'm doing it.
What we're going to do is we're going to start with what we call the clap test. And this is going to... Basically, there's latency because I'll not explain the speed of light, but we are travelling down all the cables to Palma and back. So no matter what you do, there's going to be latency. So what we do is we test it to see what we've got. We did a little test this morning, but let's see what we have. So I'll say 1, 2, 3, clap, and we all clap together. And then you'll do the same. You'll count to us because we'll always be in sync on one side. So I'll start, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now you try. Because we were in sync with you, weren't we? Yeah. Okay.
Perfect. So let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So now you've seen the delay.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Yeah.
I think last year was a little bit more.
I think we got it a little bit better.
Yeah. Last year was more like it. Yeah. Okay.
So,
shall we make a round of presentations?
The moment that it changed from just being like, oh, this is another uni thing, was the day that we went into the room and we saw the big screen that was there.
Sorry, Tom.
Yeah.
Where did you point me? Where am I? I'm in the other place.
oh, that's weird.
But we'll be in the other place, right?
Because, so,
Let me play with the settings. Do we need a mirror?
I saw videos of it and I was like, wow, that looks really cool. I almost didn't believe that there wasn't gonna be any delay.
If I'm correct, your door is there.
No, the door's there.
No, your door is there. We're flipped. We're slightly flipped.
And like I remember the first day we called Palma, they were flipped. So if we went stage left, they were actually going stage right. So we'd walk off and we'd be like, hang on a second, that doesn't look right. And we realised they were flipped on their side, so we had to flip it back. And then we were like, right, okay, we can see your door is over there. Am I pointing to the right door? And they were like, right, yeah, you are. So all the little kinks that we had to work out in the beginning was quite fun.
That's the window where we did everything.
Yeah, we might need to. This will do us for today. We might need to get Alberto in and flip mirroring on your side on the projector. Yeah.
Saying it.
We might need to get Alberta tomorrow to mirror your projector because you're you're on the left, but I'm seeing you on the right. So you're to the left.
No, Tom, if you turn this way, obviously you'd be on your left.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's because we look this way.
But if Bian was actually in the room, he'd be on the left of the
No, he wouldn't.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he would. Yes, he would. Absolutely. He would.
It was funny how so quickly when we started doing telepresence rehearsals in the space through the video call that we do. First, it was amazing how quick that internet, like the delay was. I can't even say minimal. It was so fast. It really felt like they were in the room with us, and they were ever so welcoming. I think we were. I mean, obviously this was on purpose because they had already collaborated the year before, so some of them had already done it. But BL also had been involved. But he knew, like, it was not the first time, or at least they all knew way more than us. My class, this was our first time, so we were like, everything was new. They're like, oh my god, what are we doing? How are we going to do this? We're going to perform this in front of people. So there were a lot of nerves.
Okay. So one side is going to be the expert, the other side is going to ask the questions. Okay? Now, the experts have to talk at the same time, and the experts can only use one word at a time. So if I'll demonstrate with Ray. So if I'm asking a question about shoes, I would go, what size shoes do you eat today? And you would have to answer at the same time. So you have to talk. So if we were answering the same question, we'd go, I like to eat size 7 shoes today.
I would like to say that for me this project was different, I feel like, for anybody else, because I'm Spanish, but I was studying the degree in England, because I do live in England. So it was a different experience compared to the rest of, I suppose, the class. Because obviously it was really nice that I was like, oh, I'm going to do this collaboration with a university from Palma, and obviously I'm going to go to a place that they do speak Spanish, so if I have any doubts or I have to, when you are in the headspace and you want to just quickly ask something, it was like easier.
Which
so
part of the city is your favorite?
We like
What is one?
every part of the city because we do.
And then Nuria texted me and she was like, there's this whole group chat, so I'm just gonna add you. And I'm like, okay, so this is a big thing.
Yeah, we did like a FaceTime call with everyone that was able to hop on the call, just to like chat for a bit and just like see each other for the first time, talk for a bit, and I offered myself to do the group chat.
And this, honestly, like this first call was so, like, I feel like it was really helpful.
Yes.
Because we didn't have this the last time, and I feel like this time I felt more connected already to the whole group.
Yeah.
than I was before, because we had this little chat, and then we also had the opportunity
That's
to ask.
amazing.
Yeah, because the first day of rehearsals,
I'm sad I missed that.
the first year, the first day was like, oh hey, so many people that I haven't seen once in my life. Hi, how you doing? And it was it was that getting to know each other, and we kind of did a little bit of that before. Also the script.
Yeah,
Having the script like a couple weeks before starting was
really helpful. Also knowing our characters,
Yeah.
and then having the opportunity in the Zoom call, like before the whole project even started, to like talk to either Biel or Tom in like Catalan or English to like get some help about language issues or like understanding or whatever. It was really helpful.
You've got one more line, babe. Who comes here?
In the process of this project, it was really fun to try and connect with scene partners, and not just scene partners, the Parma side in general, all of the students, because they're such lovely people. You know, some of them it was their first time, some of them have there was one girl who graduated years ago, and then there were some people coming back for the second year. The play was really good. How would we feel? Oh. Yes. We're gonna try that one again. We celebrate that. Oh, how would we celebrate?
We would go party.
Oh, yeah. And it's really nice to see the different levels of experience, especially when it's within telepresence, such a project which barely anyone has ever done. But even those who have done it before, they're still in the same boat as us, because we're doing things completely different a new time round, and we've all got the same process, and Tom's guiding us, Biel's guiding us, and it's really lovely that we're all there to support each other.
I am Carla, and I'm not really sure what I'm playing, but I have my scenes, and
because it's very weird acting with the screen, so you have to look to the camera as if it was an eye, and it feels weird because what people see is like the other person is looking at you in the eyes, but you are looking to a camera, so it felt very weird.
Hi, I'm Aspen, and I don't play anyone because I do costume and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it didn't take as long as I would have thought to actually start connecting with them and
Yeah.
actually get used to the screen.
I'd say so as well.
Yeah, those warm-ups and stuff really helped out.
Absolutely.
Sophia?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hee ha, Bill, hee ha, Tommy,
Hee ha! It's on. Hee
ha,
Carla.
hee ha, Emily,
Hee
Ha!
Diego.
hee ha, Adam,
Hee ha! Nuria.
hee ha, Aiden.
But it was cool, like, you know, the latency was almost next to none. Like, it was a few milliseconds of latency, which at times was really annoying, because you try and speak, and then somebody would speak over you, and then you get thrown over because, you know, the latency just, yeah.
One more round. Next one out, we stop, okay?
My experience with the telepresence project was really positive. Working with the students from Parma, ESADIB, was really interesting and insightful, especially on how things kind of operate over there. And doing it through a big screen, although it was a big screen and technically people might feel a bit distant doing it through a big screen. it was still very it helped us actually build that. It helped us take that first step in building our connections, because of course you need to have somewhat of a relationship or a nice dynamic with your scene partner.
So I have 3 different moves that you get to choose from. The first one is like a lion, so you just go Rah! I can't do the noise. You've got to do the noise with it. It's like,
Okay.
you got another one which is Mwah! Mwah! And then the last one is Bang!
Bang.
Bang! Yeah!
Yep.
And so basically on the count of 3, well, not the count of 3, everybody goes, the one that was done the least, and then you pick a move and you do it.
So we do it until we all pick the same one. So the next one that you do is the one that's been done the least. So if Ra was only one person, then everybody has to do that one until we all do the same one.
And if nobody has done it, it was also done the least. So do the one.
So the rehearsal process for Telepresence was very, I thought it was very laid back from the get-go. And then I realised, actually, no, this is not laid back at all. I came in every day to do warm-ups, of course, for the hour, which was wonderful. It was a great bonding experience. Made loads of giggles, jokes, laughters, loads of fun. I had a great time in every warm-up, especially joking with the other side.
We're going again.
The one that was done the least. Bang!
Oh, this is really close. Yeah. Okay.
The one that was done the least. Bang!
Ah, shit. Okay.
The one that was done the least. Wow!
It was really nice actually to just be in contact with each other again.
Yeah.
Because that was so overdue.
Yeah, just work together. Even if it
Yeah.
was our own separate little
Yeah, of
scenes, we still had
course.
warm-ups that brought us together and
I think the
whatnot.
warm-ups were really good as
Yeah.
well. Especially when we'd do them virtually, it just really helped us connect with each other.
Yeah,
So then
definitely
when
vital.
I think the screen, like being separated by the screen was not nearly as big of it wasn't much of a setback, I would say.
Yeah.
Because I think we just genuinely connected, and just knowing how to use those spaces really helped.
Yeah, the fact that the screen was so big and it was so
Yeah.
almost in time with each other.
Yeah, it was
That
almost just like a window,
yeah,
basically.
It was just like, oh, yeah, you're at the other side of the room.
Next.
So basically, what happened after is they went to the job, and then when they went to the job, oh, he's laughing, look at him, he's laughing. Okay, and then after that, they went on a job. What?
Pathetic. Next.
So, they went on a jog, right, and all of a sudden this massive fucking meteorite just fucking annihilates all of them, right? Fucking everything is just fucking dead. Like, I mean, from the fucking ground, from the fucking sky, everything's just fucking gone. Like, fuck me. Can it get any more fucking destructive? Fuck? Fuck?
Back to the start.
Yeah, it didn't take as long as I would have thought to actually start connecting with them and
Yeah.
actually get used to the screen.
I'd say so as well.
But yeah, those warm-ups and stuff really helped out.
Absolutely.
Um,
And we
yeah.
would suggest warm-ups and stuff as well, so we'd get to know what their warm-ups are, and then they get to know what ours are. And it's such a small thing, but you don't really think about how those things, even those are different in other countries, but then some are like the same, and it's just, I don't know, it just really helps you connect. Just having that one thing, which is acting, to connect. The fact that that can connect two completely different countries, two completely different groups of people is just, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh shit. Go on. I'll have that one.
You know what? I'll give it
I'll eat that one.
that one. Go on, right. Oh!
Block it!
Last one.
But yeah, no, I definitely recommend it. The whole process as a thing in itself was amazing. Like, from the technology that we use and setting the screen up and having almost no latency, and I know people call it a big Zoom call, but there's so much more stuff that went into getting everything right. Like, we had our own little like box where the Ethernet cables and the internet connection was, and then we had these cameras that you can like move around and zoom in and out, and this massive screen. And
where do your hips go? Whoa! How much movement can you get into it? You could explore doing it big, you could explore doing it small. Where do your feet need to go? Where's that balance going? Just explore that little movement there. Hand, or palm of the hand always facing up towards the sky. Breathe. And then just come back to standing once you've had a little rotate of that. Just check in with yourself. Does one side of the body feel different? Does one arm feel lighter?
For me, as like my first time doing it, I felt really, welcomed.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it was just really lovely to work with such committed people.
And every time you get there, it's the whatever it is, yeah?
Oh my god, I'm making out awful.
Oh.
Oh, it's like that.
Yeah, that's part of it is. Your rent's probably good. And you can use the rest of the room as well. You can come from afar, come in. Lovely trance.
Oh, you don't know where she might be? Oh.
Yeah, that's true. I felt like that the whole time during the project because I feel like it was from the first moment on, people were really like willing to work with each other.
All right, so we've got a chair and 3 objects. Ooh. Thank you. One person is going to go out the room. We're going to arrange the objects to be done in some way. So we might say that we want them to hold the bottle on their head and the shoe on the shoulder or whatever. Yes, it's some knowing nods there. Very good. And we'll as a group decide what we want them to do, and then we'll replace the objects back down where they were. The person will come in, and the aim of their game is to find out what it is they have to do with the objects. But the only clue we're going to give them as an audience is to clap if they're getting closer towards it, or not clap if they're not getting closer towards it. So if I wanted the bottle on the head and the shoe on the shoulder, I might come in, and if I were to go towards the shoe, like that.
Oh, get it.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, you
No.
cruel.
Can you also grab yeah, can you also grab the balloon?
Balance it on your chest, yeah.
Yeah, no, is he going to be able to grab that though?
Yeah, is he going to be able to...
Can you...
Well, he'll have to figure out
Somehow.
something like that.
That's going to take a minute.
That's going to take a minute.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the aim.
Fetch Toby.
I'll bring you in.
In you go.
Yeah.
Why are you clapping? Yeah.
Thank you. Gotcha! Always for us.
It's a part of the plan.
For us. Okay. Ten seconds.
10 seconds! Quick, 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 go!
Woo. 5 seconds. Quick. This is not bad. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
But it was also funny to see how it could work, like what we can do, what we can't do. So I think this is also a thing we have to figure out.
Yeah, I think it makes you be like more present and be more thoughtful of every single thing that you're doing.
Oh my god, I'm gonna tag my mom in that.
I wanted to
Yeah, that's a great photo.
I want to be in the photo. You're in the puppy photo.
Okay, does anyone want to be a tour guide and tell us what we're looking at?
Okay. So this guy is...
You're American.
I don't know how to do American. We're going to Texas. Okay, so this is the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh my god, I love pizza.
No,
Pizza is great.
When was it built? Make something up.
1987.
Oh my god.
Oh,
That is like so
older
ancient.
than America.
Oh my god. So, what part of America is this?
That must have been like
California.
California?
I have a question. I have a question. Why is it leaning?
Okay, so one day we had someone very special come and see this place, and they leant on it a little funny.
Was it our president?
We do not say his name, but we all know who I'm talking about. But he leant on it, and it kind of went a little stiff. And well, now it's the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
Oh,
It's because Americans didn't build it. We make things straight and proper.
Oh yeah. So is this like
Make Pisa great again.
A lot of nerves, but I feel like that's why the warm-ups are always so important, and they really help us connect, which obviously if you're going to put on a show, you need to connect with the people that you're going to be working with, of course, and you need to have that feeling. We say feeling in Spanish actually. What it means, like vibes, like good vibes. Like you need to get along with each other, and you need to know each other. You cannot be strangers. So I think we did it so well. It was long hours for the rehearsals, but it did not feel long. It felt more like we were playing, even though we were working hard, which is how I normally know that it's going well. When it feels like when you're really enjoying it. Obviously when you finish and you stop, you're like, oh my god, I was on a train back home, like my brain was buzzing. It was so much information.
It's not about the places, like the rehearsal spaces, it's just the people, really. And just that connect that you have with them that really pushes the project forward.
Yeah, I mean, you can perform anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think that really nailed it.
Yeah.
It's just this idea of, even though we're across the world, a few countries away.
Yeah. Maybe not across the world, but
yeah, a few countries away, we could still find a way to connect. Obviously, we were lucky enough to have this massive piece of tech in front of us that somehow worked.
Oh wait, we can pass a monster.
We can actually add a monster of the same variety.
Okay.
Can we juggle?
Can't drink it though.
Do you want to pass it there?
Yeah, I'd offer them a drink as well.
Anyone want a drink?
Yeah.
A monster?
Anyone want a drink?
Go on then.
You're not eating.
Perfect. So
Yeah, obviously there's substitutes. You can just kind of do FaceTime or whatever, and obviously it's not as nice because you don't have full body views and it doesn't feel like you're in the space, but yeah, I think this just really puts in perspective how lucky we were and how well we were able to come together as actors.
Definitely.
So by the second week, you already, like, obviously the first week is all nerves, it's all awkward, maybe a little bit like, oh, I wish that they don't think that I'm bad. Oh, I wish that I hope that I'm doing everything that I can to make them feel welcome. But all the games that we passed a monster can, and that was brilliant because we had the same monster can, the same flavor, and we did it passing through the screen. I think I got a video somewhere, and that was so funny and so good, and I feel like those rehearsals, that first week was so important for us to connect.
Orange back to monster.
Oh fuck. Okay. We'll have the orange and the monster.
Yeah.
do we need to? Yeah, we've got orange and monster.
There's one thing we could talk about. We did not have a good experience during COVID with virtual theatre.
Yes.
We did not. So we had no hopes going in. Well, we didn't have no hopes. We had low hopes going into this. But God, was it such a... It just redeemed virtual theatre for us, I think.
Yeah, in 2020 during college, big COVID thing, we had to learn how to... Not even learn. We just... Our tutor was just... Tutor? They were just like, yep, get in front of a camera on Microsoft Teams.
Oh my God,
rehearse,
it was on Teams.
Perform somehow.
A Teams performance. And we did that warm up with the orange and passing it around, and oh my God, we did that exact thing in college, and it was a disaster. So that really just I had to take a minute to breathe and process, but yeah,
it was a breath of fresh air of like, okay,
it really was.
Whoa, we're competent now.
Yeah, we can do this.
Yeah.
You know who I love more than anyone else in this world? They've got nice, luscious hair. They're so good looking. And do you know what their name is? Orlando.
No. Fuck.
Should we swap over? So let's have... You guys can now be Phoebe's, and this side will be Sylvia's.
There was a lot of experimentation. a hell of a lot. And that was for the first 2 weeks.
Lindsay was to say bread. Say bread for me. Bread. Good. And Emily was to say ham.
Ham.
Good. Then, what is the connecting word? And you're going to say
Sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich. Sorry, that was quite a big blurt in a moment. But yeah, so for example, I will say one person from Parma and one person from Coventry. After 3, it's just going to say any word that comes to mind. Any word, a random word. So, I guess to symbolise it, to make it easier, step forward if you're going to say the word, just visually. So if you're going to say the word in Coventry, step to the middle. Good. And in Parma, is it, yeah, take a step forward if you fancy saying a word. Yeah, there, nice and easy. That way we can clearly see who's going to say the word. Nice friendly shove there. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm just going to count to 3. So just do 1, 2, 3. Then both of you say your words nice and loudly. Now we have to say it at the same time because of course if you say ham, then you might accidentally say ham as well. But yeah, so it has to be at the same time, and we'll go over what word was actually said. So, you got your word in your head? Yes. Got your word in your head?
Yes.
Awesome. So after 3. 1, 2, 3.
House. Green.
Good. Okay. Awesome. So we have 2 words. We have house and we have green. So Margot, take a step back. And what's your name? Sorry, my love.
Okay.
Your name is okay.
Sophia.
Yeah. No, okay. Great. Okay. Awesome. So Sophia, take a step back. Good. Now, the 2 words were house and green. If you think you know what is the word that connects them, take a step forward. Same here. Awesome. So this time, you're aiming for a word that connects house and green. I'm going to count you down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Greenhouse. It's a gloss.
Say glass.
I would say that.
So the aim isn't to take 2 words and just put them together, it's to find the middle ground. So, alright, we'll run with that. So we had greenhouse and we had garden. Okay, garden and greenhouse. What is the word that connects them? Lindsay, who's going in?
I guess being in your own country, like in a country where you live and you're raised and whatever, I think you become very comfortable and you lose sometimes the discipline you're supposed to have. And then you go to like a place like ESADIB where the students are so committed and so disciplined, it really rubs off on you. And then after that, seeing that, of course, I had to play my part and put myself out of my comfort zone to speak to people and get information about things I can do for my future.
So the way it'll work is we'll do a turn to demonstrate, then it's over to you, then back to us, then over to you. So we'll do it that way. But the aim of the museum is we go around the museum and we make little discoveries and enter the space. However, instead what we will do is we will take something, an object in the room, and we'll bring it forward to you, to the camera, nice and close, and we will tell you a little story. So, for an example, I'm going to take, what do I need? Okay, very good. So, gather in, dear beloved, yes, gather in. So, what you see here, you may believe to be just an ordinary sheet covered in paint tatters, you see? However, this is not just any paint. This is actually the sheet that was used when redecorating the Oval Office in the United States of America. Now, everyone thinks this is black paint. It's not. This is a black sheet. This is actually all white paint. Feel free to touch it. It's okay to touch. Very good, very good. It smells like the president. If you smell really closely, you can just get a whiff of tango. Like, you know, orange tango. Because, of course, our latest president likes to drink a lot of tango. Yes, so just everyone, just put it to your nose, put it to your nose. Oh, that's what it smells like to make America great again. Very good. Awesome. Thank you very much, Awesome. So yeah, we're just improvising a little story based around an object we find in the room. So, whoever's up for it, grab an object, bring it to the camera, and we're going to pull in, and we'll listen to you. Oh.
Yes, I know. Well, this is the razor that Jesus Christ used for raising Satan from the earth. So, yes, yes.
No, it's okay. Tell us more about it. Tell us more about
Yeah, that's
it. It has Satan's flesh all over it.
Ah, it's red. It's red.
You might burn yourself.
Oh. Very hot, very
That
hot.
is dirty because of the sins.
Yes.
You've got really good hands to hold something so hot.
Yeah.
She's immune to.
Yes.
She's a sinner. She's a sinner. You want to say something?
Be careful.
Yes.
Well, this was like a sign now that like Jesus is coming back to
Thank you, Palmer, for bringing Jesus back.
We've just gone from Trump to Jesus in one
Okay,
fell
so
swoop.
Coventry.
Yeah.
Coventry.
Okay.
Who's grabbing the object? Who's got
Okay.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. That's mine.
Go with the red
Go for it. Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Bring your heads in close.
This bottle contains the tears of Mary Magdalene. Yeah. The actual vessel was in a museum, but someone broke it while making a cup of tea. So they had to use what they had near, which was this metallic bottle, which shows the modernization of religion around the world.
Yeah. Do tell us more. I mean, what does it smell like? Turn the bottle around.
It smells like roses and ginger, apparently.
Roses and
Yeah, apparently.
tears of Mary Magdalene is.
Yeah, so Mary Magdalene apparently smell like roses and ginger. Grape tea as well, but try not to. It has happened in the past that people have used this bottle. Power up! Power up, Jesus! Sorry.
Why have we gone so religious today? Yeah.
I'd like to just check, like, as we've got so many people here and lovely things, could we just find out what happens if you drink the tears? Oh God, don't do it. Just put vodka in there.
There was a lot of excitement buzzing around, and there was a lot of, oh, what play is it going to be? And we found out it was going to be As You Like It. Personally, I've never heard of As You Like It before. I can't speak for the rest of my classmates, but I never heard of As You Like It. So it was a challenge inside of a challenge. Knowing that we were going to have to split the script between Catalan and English was a challenge in itself, and we were all absolutely terrified. I can speak for the rest of the class about that.
Senyora, heu d'anar a veure el vostre pare. I ara, que ha pres per missatger? No, pel meu o no. Però m'ha ordenat que us vingués a buscar. Fair princess, you have lost much good sport. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of.
Yeah, tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning. And if it please your ladyships, you may see the end. For the best is yet to do. And here, where you are, they are coming to perform it.
We started meeting everyone on a call, on a Zoom call, and I feel that really helped to see everyone's faces, because Tom had sent us he had done a group chat on Aula, and he had sent the scripts over, and it was really nice to have it in English and Catalan, because then you could compare. Although for me, I do not speak Catalan, so I feel like for the people, maybe for Finja was kind of the same, like we don't speak, like it's not our first language, any of the two. So I was like, well, it doesn't matter how difficult or easy the text is going to be, because it's going to be a challenge anyway, because obviously they're not my native tongue.
Altera per terra e li trenca tras costelhas. Ele deixa sense esperances de vida. I el mateix ocorre amb el fill segon I també amb el petit.
Shall we see this wrestling cousin?
You'll miss your bear coming. Let us know stay in seats.
But over the 3 weeks, I would come in and I had one scene, and then the epilogue at the end. So my scene was with Sophia and Lyle, and I played Rosalind.
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person, I say... I will not have you.
Then, in my own person, I die.
No! Faith died by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was not any man who died his own person. Trollis had his brain stashed out with the Grecian club, yet he did what he could to die before, and he is one of the patterns of love. Leander, he would have lived many a fair year, though Hero had turned nun, if it had not been for a hot midsummer night. The good youth, he went but forth to wash him in the Hellespont, and being taken with the cramp was drowned. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
Rosalind was an experience and a half. I love that woman so much, but she also scares the absolute bejesus out of me. I worked with Lyle and Sophia probably 3 times a week over the video call, and then I'd be like messaging Lyle and messaging Sophia afterwards, talking about how the day went, how the scene went, so on and so forth. It was very collaborative in the sense of, okay, well, this is what you're doing, but when you're not here, you need to get on with it.
Forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. No, Orlando, men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, but the sky changes when they are wives. Look, I would be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his end, more clamorous than a parrot against rain, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. Look, I will wait for nothing, and like Dina in the fountain, I will do that when you're disposed to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena, and when that thou inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
But she is wise.
Es clar. Si no, no tendría el seña de que le foto això. Com més assenyada, més arruixada, tak que jo es portés el sen d'una dona, i sortira per la finestra. Tanque a la finestra. Si sortira per foret del bagno. Tapalia que es forati, s'escaparam el fum per la xemeneia.
There's a level of intimacy whilst being on camera. I would argue I had quite a different experience from my peers because I was the only like English person on my side, whereas everybody else had like someone else in the room with them or was working on a scene with like multiple people, whereas for me it was like only me on my side of the camera and then the Spanish lot on the other side, so it was very quiet but at the same time extremely intimate because people weren't really in the room when I was rehearsing. People were obviously away learning their lines and doing their own thing.
And a chain that you once wore about his neck. Change your colour.
I pray thee, who?
Oh Lord, it is a hard matter for friends to meet, but mountains may be removed with earthquakes in some encounter.
Sí, por aquí es.
Es posible.
Me, I pretty now with close petitionary veins. Tell me who it is.
Oh, marvelosa, marvella.
I formed a connection with Nuria quite quickly, and we got on like a house on fire. We had a few video calls. We were texting each other an awful lot.
I would not have my right Rosalind if this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
Jure pesta ma che non matterà una mosca. Per vingare a fare de Rosalina in una disposizione avinet. De mane eu mal que volga o que uso considerate.
Don't estimam Rosalina.
Yes. Faith, well, I Fridays and Saturdays and all.
Getting to know the people that you're working with really helps with the scene, even if you're not sharing the scene. Because I remember a week we had a couple of actors getting sick, so we were just like reading their scenes so other people could run through it. And I do remember running the scene with Emily, and we didn't have any scene together, but I really enjoyed just reading through that scene, even if it wasn't my scene, just to get to work with her.
Yeah.
Because I already told her, and I don't know if this is too much, but I love how she acts. I love how everyone acts, but it was just one of those people that you just want to work with them, and you really enjoyed it. I was really sad because I didn't have any scenes with her, although I really enjoyed it. My scenes, partners. Sorry, I don't know how to speak anymore.
Speaking of speaking Catalan, that's another thing we get terrified of.
Yeah.
But even that, I don't think, like, it wasn't as intensive as I thought it was going to be, and I was quite thankful for that. So I think overall, I think it was a really good experience.
Yeah,
The Catalan.
definitely.
I tendre. I per amor.
Can you say tendre?
Tendre.
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 Yeah.
Okay. I tendre. I per amor vostre. Repugnaria appalissar locum.
Repugnaria.
Okay.
The emphasis is on the I, on the last I.
Okay.
Repugneria.
Repugneria.
I remember we'd been casted a little bit before we actually started rehearsing. We'd look for our lines drastically to be like, okay, how much lines do we have to speak in Catalan? How much? And I remember seeing, I've got to learn like 3 whole different lines in Catalan. I was like, I don't even know how to pronounce half of these things. How am I going to do this when I can barely speak English half the time?
But Monsieur Charles, what's the new news at the new courts?
No llames noves a la court, senor. Que veas noves esadir, el verduc estes rapel sujo la petite. El nauduc I quatre.
Just being told that I was Charles the Wrestler, it was like, okay, how? Wrestling? I mean, I haven't done much fight choreography, but wrestling is certainly something you don't really see on stage.
As soon as you got used to that idea, then you found out that the person you were wrestling against was someone in Parma.
Oh yeah.
And you had to rehearse that somehow on the screen.
Yeah.
Where is this young gallant that is so desirous to lie with his mother earth?
Sí, señor.
You shall try but one fall.
Doing a fight scene in person is one thing, but having a complete barrier between the two of you to where you cannot physically connect with each other is another. So we kind of did the most we could, and it was basically just sort of, let's block it out roughly in our heads how it would actually go. Let's introduce myself, build the character, and I think once I found the character, it really helped. This really big, bashful sort of guy who's just confident in everything he does.
No ho garantisio, a vostra gracia,
Noraru Dampunya. Una segunda. Després d'haver intentat també per dissuadir de la primera.
That was actually kind of embarrassing to watch over the screen because it was just kind of two people standing there going at each other. But when we were actually in Mallorca, it was pretty cool.
So we kind of pretended to fight, even though you already pretend to fight on stage. It was very much just kind of getting really close to the camera, playing around as much as you can, pretending to throw a punch and ducking or being like, "Oh, I've been hit." Yeah, it was just getting that rough idea. So then when we got into it in Palma for real, we'd actually then be like, "Okay, we know what we're doing. Let's actually now do this so it looks good in person."
We had a fight scene and they had to
Oh, that was
coordinate
ridiculous.
that.
That looked ridiculous. It was so funny.
That looked really ridiculous through the screen.
Yeah.
And in person, it went great. But yeah,
We were just laughing our asses off the
it's
whole
like-
time.
maybe Sylvia was kneeling, but then Isam was standing, and
And it just looked
was
wrong.
Weird.
It just
It
looked
was
wrong.
weird.
But that's part of the experience.
Yeah, and I also feel like, I don't know, there's this one picture that, like, I think either Tom or like the Telepresence account on Instagram posted, where like Sylvia is like in the fight, on the screen.
I think I
And
took that scene. Or is it from the other side?
No, from the other side, like
Okay.
from the Coventry side.
Because
And I
remember
really like
took
this
the
picture, and I feel like this also shows that it is, like, obviously it's different than when you're at the same space, but I feel like it's still possible to rehearse those scenes, and I feel like it's really amazing that you can actually rehearse a fight scene.
Yeah.
Like that, we found like a creative way to rehearse a fight scene over a screen.
Of course, you need to have somewhat of a relationship or a nice dynamic with your scene partner, and yeah, it was really, really interesting. And then plus working with BL and the people from Palma worked with Tom for the English parts, whereas we worked with BL for the Catalan, was really helpful. So them doing that in the beginning gave us a good step into understanding how to pronounce words and which letter being with which letter changes the sound of the letter, and yeah, so it was really, really good and insightful.
Però non tinc motius per plorar.
Tens com se'n puguin desitjar. Plora, doncs.
Però perché ha giurat aquest matí que vindria i ara no ve?
No, certament no té paraula.
Ho creu de debò.
He attends here in the forest on the Duke, their father.
I met the Duke yesterday and had much question with him. He asked me of what parentage I was, and I told him of as good as
It is pushing me to learn Catalan. Hopefully, fingers crossed, to be B2 level. Catch me in next time I'm going to make this video in Catalan. You watch.
I vostige mes liesta agenolieu vos denau. Oh God, gracias. Yes. Al cel d'un tal amor que us o dis alorielia. Us conve vendre nos so article. How do you say that? Article.
But because it was so intense and having the lines in Catalan in the beginning was very nerve-wracking because there was making sure you pronounce correctly. Luckily, like the people from Palma were incredible people and they were so supportive. So anytime we were like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying, like, or how to say it, they'll literally in the moment help you out, regardless if we're running through a scene.
Why do you look on me? I see no more in you than in the ordinary of nature's sail work. God's my little life, I think she needs a tangle, my eyes too. No faith, proud mistress, hope not after it.
'Tis not your inky brows, your black silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can entertain my spirits to your... And then even we'd work together. So I would work with Diego, shout out Diego, on FaceTime calls. Don't laugh like that. I vos sigiemes liesta. Ajeneleo vos doneo gracias a cel dunt al amor. Că o să dic alorielea. Us convevendre. No sau article fet per tot mercat. Au disculpat. Estimel iara acceptal.
It was not only about running the scenes, because obviously it was important to run the scenes, but for me personally, like, we talked for like an hour and then we went over the scenes.
Yeah.
Because what Finya said, like, it's really important to build that chemistry, so to really get to know your scene partner. And I really did appreciate that. I also did that with my other scene partner, which was Marco, because also, okay, bear in mind, this is my first time doing this project. And then apparently someone from our side decided that like she couldn't do it, so I was given another role to play.
Sweet youth, I pray you try the year together. I'd rather you try than this one will.
He's fallen in love with your foulness, and she'll fall in love with my anger. If it be so, as fast as she answers thee with frowning looks, I'll sauce her with bitter words. Why look you so upon me? I pray you do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine.
It was amazing. Yeah. It was because I do remember when she came to us and she was like, I tried every single combination that I can think of, but I'm not going to be able to do it because she had a lot of work outside this project and she really wanted to participate, but she couldn't make it work. And then we were like, okay, so somebody has to do that character. What the hell are we doing? Because we already had one girl that couldn't be in the performance, so we had to already cover her scenes. But then BL told us Tom already had someone in mind, and it was Diego.
Which
and
is
we were
ridiculous,
like,
because
that's perfect.
bear in mind,
honestly, that's perfect.
like that's,
and it was.
Yeah, but that's ridiculous because when they said, "Oh yeah, Tom thought of you,"
it was like the second day.
It was like the second day. I had one FaceTime call with Tom, like one Zoom call with Tom. That was it.
I think that tells you a little bit about this project and about how time just doesn't exist all of a sudden. Because it's, mind you, it's 3 weeks. I feel like I've known these people for years at this point.
Gentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what is to love.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of faith and service, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, duty and observance, all humbleness, all patience and impatience, all purity, all trial, all observance. And so am I for Phoebe.
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why do you speak to? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, and doth not hear.
Pray you no more of this. It's like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. I will tomorrow meet me all together. I will marry you if I ever marry woman, and I'll be married tomorrow.
This is the thing that I really like about telepresence in general, because I feel like we have to find creative ways to work with each other.
Yeah.
And I just remember that I was with like when I had this call with Toby, because we had like the singing guitar.
God, yes.
So he was playing guitar and I was supposed to sing, and we were trying to rehearse this on a normal, like, I think Zoom call or something. And we were just like, okay, well, it doesn't work, because always when he was playing, I was like, well, when I sing on that, it sounds wrong to you. And when, like,
the delay,
it was
because
just
it's out of sync, obviously.
It was just completely impossible for us to rehearse this.
I'll finish the song, sirs. Cover the wire. The Duke would drink under this tree. He had been all this day to look you.
Yeah, and I've been all this day to avoid him. He is too disputable for my company. Come, warble. Come.
Who doth ambition shun and loves
to play because I played guitar, and it really never left my sight from the moment I picked it up, which isn't a bad thing. I absolutely love playing guitar. Tom came up to me and he said, you're going to be playing guitar for this project. And I went, okay, cool. And he was like, yeah, you don't have a choice. And I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, that's cool. And then he cracked on showing me some of the songs we were going to be learning, and huge challenge that came my way was having a solo part in a song. I'm not the most confident singer. I would not at all say I'm the best singer. And stage confidence when it comes to just being the only one up there playing music, for me, it was like real nervy, real shaky.
And then always in the big rehearsals, when everyone was watching, I was always like, oh my god, we really tried to rehearse, but it didn't work. So we were really like a bit scared to do that, because we knew, okay, we only have a week and there are other things going on. But it was also funny to see how it could work, like what we can do, what we can't do.
You aren't as cruel as you might have been, and there within you man can see. You blow away their savagery. Jealous el amar no es tan duro ni tan extraño, y dista tu alma podrá.
Learning Catalan was probably the hardest part of this whole project, for obvious reasons. I had so much help. One of the moments that stands out most to me was when when Tom left the room for a meeting, one of our rehearsals, and it was obviously BL leading the session, and BL stopped and he went, Emily, sit down. And oh gosh, okay, what are we doing? And it was BL and Lyle and Sophia and a few of the Spanish lot. I think Carla was there. There were like quite a few Spanish people on the other side, and I'm sat there, I'm like, I'm a bit nervous, and BL's going, I want you to say your lines at me, your Catalan lines. I'm like, okay. So I start saying them and he goes, no, wrong. I was like, oh god, I'm butchering your language. And it was just an hour straight of like 5 or 6 people going, no, say like this. I'm like, I'm buckling under the pressure, and Tom comes back in the room. I was like, oh my god, Tom, I'm petrified. I can't do it, Tom. And that scared the ever-loving crap out of me. So I went home that evening and I was on Google Translate. I was like listening to all of the ways in which you say it, and then I sent a few people messages saying, hi guys, would you mind like saying these lines to me in like voice memos? And about 3 or 4 of the lovely, absolutely lovely angels read my lines back to me in obviously their accents, and I'm like, right, listening to every single voice memo. There are about 4 of them, and I'm like, if I couldn't quite catch what someone said on one of them, I'd listen to another. It was a mess. I was a mess because I realized how important it was to get this right, and I would work tirelessly. I would sit there and I'd say, I looked a bit insane. I would be saying the same line over and over and over again for about an hour. And I'd be walking into the kitchen saying the lines. And obviously, so in the flat that I lived in, all of us were going on the Palmer trip. There's 5 of them. Oh my God, English, hello. There's 5 of us in the flat. and we're all obviously trying to learn Catalan lines and learn the actual Shakespeare lines as well. And every time we go in the kitchen or I see any of them, I'm like, how's it going? How are you learning your lines? You know, what's going on? And I remember going in the kitchen and I think it was Margot was in there, and I went, Margot, I did it! And I just start spewing all these Catalan lines at her, and she's just stood there going, well done, bless her, she's being so supportive, but what else can you do? Because we're all in the same boat. I'm going, yes, I think I know it. I looked a bit like a mad. I looked like a mad woman.
It is young Orlando that tripped up the restless heels and your heart both in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take mocking. Speak brow and true, mate.
De debo cocina essay.
Orlando.
Orlando!
Alas the day! What shall I do with my dog in a hose? Que fai con las bis? Que posato mio? Ora nada. Que fai? A perguntar por mim? Ora Zara, como sa comunidade tu? E quando tornarás a Moura? I'll submit one word.
Sí y no. Hay cosas particulares es difícil que responderles.
Like this time, I already felt more confident and comfortable with a lot of things, and I had more trust in the process because I was like, I know that it's gonna be complicated. I'm gonna be confused. People are gonna be like, okay, what are we doing? This doesn't make sense, and people are gonna be stressed. But I kind of even had more trust than within the first project that we're gonna have a good show at the end.
Yes.
I don't know, and it was nice because I feel like this time, because we knew the technology already a bit, and we knew how it feels like to rehearse over a screen. I don't know, it gave me a different feeling, and I feel like this also helped a lot. So I feel like the more you do that and the more you work in this kind of context,
you
it
gain
gives
more
you a lot,
confidence
yeah,
about
exactly.
it.
And I feel like it also helps with other projects, because it's like, okay, we did a Shakespeare project within 3 weeks over a screen in 2 different languages. So I'm like, when there's a new project coming, I'm like, yeah, you know, I did that twice.
I can do this.
So give me the script. So I feel like this is really cool to have this experience.
It has helped a lot.
We will mend my wages. I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it.
Oh, it was... Going to Palma was exciting. Like, I was ready to just go. Like, I was so excited the day before to fly out and you know, experience something I've never done before. You know, acting abroad was somewhat new to me, so it was like, I didn't know if it was going to be any different to the way we do things here, so I was kind of preparing myself to be like completely flipped upside down, and it's going to be completely different to what we do in the UK. But here we are at Gatwick Airport, and this place is massive. We barely know where we are, other than North Drop-Off. It's facing the wrong way, I'm afraid.
Oh, loser.
But yeah,
Well, face it the right way.
ready to go to Palma.
Face it the right way.
If we can get it through. If we can get through the terminal. Yo. I guess we go up this really long escalator.
We then flew out to Palma, and it was very early in the morning, and we were all shattered, and very, very shattered. And a lot of people hadn't slept in a lot of hours, but you kind of forget about that when you see the people you've been practicing with over a screen in person.
We are rushing. It's 5:44 and at 5:50, Tom.
Getting to Palma itself was an experience and a half. I think it bonded us so much more than we already were. It was the fact that we all like reached the airport together and like, you know, all our separate vehicles and whatnot, and we get to the airport and people's parents are there. Like, my parents were there, they came, they dropped me off, and it was so weird seeing my parents interact with everyone else and then me interacting with other people's parents, and it was like, oh, Like, this feels like a little family, and it's really nice.
We've lost a couple of members. We are on our way to the
Mallorca! The gate, brother, the gate.
Oh, sorry,
idiot.
the gate!
Anyways, the gate.
Don't tell them the
I
credentials.
think we all got there for about, ridiculous time in the morning, maybe 3 a.m, something silly like that, 4 a.m.
Collecting everybody's bags. Collecting everybody's bags.
Woo!
You're in it.
Woo.
Very good. Do you
We
talk
did it.
Spanish already? Have you talked Spanish already?
Said hola.
You said hola.
And I said that.
Sí. Brilliant. That's it. 2 seconds in Spain. Already 2 words. Brilliant.
So when we first arrived in Palma, we had Finya, Nuria and Diego waiting for us with sign saying you're late to rehearsal, and the other one said welcome to the Forest of Arden, and I'm hungry. And it was so nice because automatically there you felt like you already knew them, because obviously someone you've barely known usually doesn't come to the airport to pick you up with a sign making you feel like at home already.
And when we got there, they were waiting for us as a surprise. It was Diego, Finya, Nuria, and they had made us a sign that said "Welcome to Arden." It was so nice. It was brilliant. I don't know. It felt like a film.
I don't know. It was quite emotional. It was very, very lovely, and none of us expected it. And it was so nice to meet them properly for the first time. But by this point, we all sort of thought we knew them already, because we've built such a bond over 2 weeks over, on a technicality, what's basically a large FaceTime call.
But we were greeted by a few members of Palma a lot, and it was really sweet. They had a lovely sign saying welcome to Arden, because of course we did As You Like It. And it was lovely. It was so nice. It was also a bit surreal, because it's like, oh wow, I can touch you now. You're actually here. Whereas I've been looking at you over a screen for the past 2 weeks. I can't believe you're real.
I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger and I feel so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then drink your number. I said I don't need to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know.
It was really nice. It was really nice.
And that week that we had, like, we were terrified because it's only a week, but really it suited us just fine.
Yeah.
I think we went into it like professionally and we knew exactly what we were doing, and then within that week I think we just developed really well.
Yeah, it's like we'd already known these people for a good
Yeah.
while, and technically we have, just not physically,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
somehow just felt really normal and
Yeah,
natural.
There wasn't so much of a disconnect there.
Yeah.
Which was really surprising to me.
We're all outside ESADIB. It's down there. Are we excited about next week?
Yes.
No. Mills, are you excited about next week?
So excited about next week. I cannot wait.
Jonathan, are you excited about next week?
Nervously excited.
You.
Me.
You.
No,
Me.
you're not.
You.
Me.
Neighbour.
Do you know your life? Yeah, my neighbour. Yes, I do.
It's a question. I know my Catalan line. Me videoing you.
So who's the behind the scenes?
I'm behind the scenes of his behind the scenes.
Yeah,
He's
you can
behind the
look at
scenes
what
of
you're
my behind the
filming.
scenes. Now we're both looking at each other. Are you excited for next week?
Oh, I'm ready.
He's ready. He's ready. So next Friday, ESADIB. Ba-ba. Al vostre gust.
Al vostre gust.
It felt very organic. The whole process felt very organic, and it felt like we really did build a connection step by step. Even though it was quick, it just felt so smooth. And outside of rehearsals, for example, we went to the beach together, which was so nice, because although it was a bit cold, we still went, and some people even got in the water, had the time of their life. And yeah, and even those little moments of walking on the beach and talking and taking pictures together, those all kind of like built this connection.
Yep. I have to put together a documentary, this whole bloody thing at the end.
We don't know, but he's very beautiful. Is that un caragol?
Parce que sí, yo sé que es un caragol, pero
We don't know what it is.
One of my favourite memories from Sunday was us actually driving down to the beach, like the drive to the beach. And I remember sitting in the back seat and Nuria was driving and she was playing her music and we had such similar taste. We kept going, oh my, I kept saying from the back seat, oh my God, I love this song. She's like, no way, I love this. And we were just geeking out over Epic the musical. And it was so lovely. It was so lovely. I kept having to pinch myself and being like, oh my God, I can't believe not only am I with these people, but Nira's literally driving us somewhere. Like we're all together. Surreal, a surreal experience.
We went to BL's house for food and they were the most accommodating people I think I've ever met. Because we've come into their home and they welcomed us. Like there's, how many of us were there? Like a lot. There were a lot of us. And we've come in and they're showing us their culture and food that they'd have. So imagine, okay, I'll picture this. There was, so you get the bread, use half the tomato, put it on as a base. Instead of like some ordinary spread, you get the tomato as the base. Then you get the cheese from the market, fresh cheese. Everything must be fresh. And then you put a bit of salt on the tomato base, and then you put the cheese, and then you put the meat. And what was really nice is they had, for example, if someone can't eat like pork, any type of pork, they'd have also chicken, which was really nice. Felt very inclusive. So we had the chicken as well, and then even they had salmon, like fresh salmon for us. Everything was just so accommodating.
Yeah, actually smoked that. It felt medieval in the best way. You know, like all together in a super long table, all sharing. And it's one of those moments when you look around and you're like, yes. And you're like, wow, all these people are artists and we're all collaborating and doing something beautiful in the name of art. It was, I don't know, it's kind of one of those one in a lifetime experiences that you know for sure you're never going to forget.
The food was so good. That was the salmon. I still think about that salmon. It was lovely.
Well, his house is just like sick. It's old, really old. He has like a well in there. Yeah, it was like medieval. I was like, this is crazy.
Are we happy?
Sure.
Sure.
You kind of got to have your head screwed on going into this, and yeah, people have said it's a holiday. It looks like a holiday. You guys are out there having fun. You might see that side of it. You might see us posting pictures on Instagram like, oh, we're at the beach, or, you know, our hotel's got a pool, it's really nice. But behind the scenes, the work that goes on, a lot of people don't see that side of it, and the stress that goes into going into rehearsal and getting these lines right, because it's not majority English people that you're performing for. They're all people from Palma.
I guess also going to the places that, so they took us to, like, for example, karaoke, so like, and food spots that they go to, even those little moments, they make you feel like you're not a tourist anymore, and you're genuinely, like, you feel like a part of their space, like, place, like, I don't know how to explain it, but you feel like you belong there. It didn't feel like there was this distance of, yeah, well, I'm from the UK and you're from Palma. It was very much being in the present and feeling what they would usually feel day to day.
Because Palma, you are gorgeous. What a gorgeous city. It was brilliant. I was so happy to be in the sunshine. And it was like 22 degrees. It was best thing ever. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot that we were coming to Palma.
One of the mornings, myself, Ray and Issan woke up at about 5 o'clock in the morning and we went on a hike. And it was beautiful. We went up to one of the old castles. There are many castles, but we went to one of the old castles.
Hi, I'm with Coventry University acting for stage and screen course. We've been asked to film a day in the life, and it isn't 7 AM yet, but this is a morning in Mallorca on a trip with Coventry University. A few of us have gone for a hike, and we've walked up to one of the many castles in Spain. But this is my view this morning.
It really doesn't get much better than this. It was a really nice experience to have, to be able to look back and go, we went out and we spent some really nice quality time together.
The food was insane. It reminded me of what real food was, once again. Because in the UK, it doesn't taste like real food. And then you go to Palma, and it's incredible. Like, the flavors are flavoring. Everything's just correct, if that makes sense. My obsession with bruschetta grew to a level I can't explain. Anytime you'd see me in a place eating, best believe I was having bruschetta. Or the Capri salad. That was really good. And then we also went to the market, me and Ray. We decided to go by ourselves, just the kind of, because we felt so comfortable being in the space and navigating our way through. All we needed was a Google Maps and sometimes an Uber. And even by ourselves, like me and Ray, we tried as much as we could to do things also separate from the group, just to give us that like independence, because we felt so comfortable. We felt like we were really able to do it. And then when we went to the market, we went and bought some oranges, because when you go to Palma, you have to have the oranges. We had strawberries, and they look like real strawberries. They're like big and juicy.
I got a tattoo there. That was cool.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to show this, or is that a slur?
It can be edited out.
Blur this, Tom. Blur this. It means bun maker, not the other thing.
Yeah, female bun maker.
Female bun maker.
Because you're definitely a baker.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah, just hanging out.
And when we went to ESADIB for the first time, it felt similar to Ellen Terry Building, but not at the same time, because it was a completely different place. It felt welcoming. It was nice to see their rehearsal spaces and how they do things over there and stuff.
We're on the other side. Yay, look, in person.
And then when they get to the place, like when we all get together, the scenes start to change, because like all of a sudden you get to do more stuff you couldn't do before. It's like, oh my god, I can touch them. Yeah. Like I can feel them. Yeah. And also seeing that, like how it goes from one thing to another and starts to all come together. I think that's also like a really cool thing about this project.
You can start going back.
This is like 7 o'clock now.
What happened there?
But it's a very interesting experience, because then you see that person's in person and you say, oh, they are real and they have a different voice and different everything. So
Is it called people or
Wow.
People.
Wow.
And the final one is cowboy, which is bang. Okay.
Okay? And at the start of every round, you'd pick one of those to do, and you'd do it and hold the ending pose, and we look round the circle to see how many people have done each pose, and the one that is done the least, we then copy. And we try and do it so everyone is doing the same pose.
But we do it also really fast, so you don't have time to actually just count them. You have to just
everywhere.
You
gotta just do it.
And you say?
The
one that was done the least. Yeah.
It hasn't been done.
Actually getting there and stepping foot in the room that was on their side of the screen, I felt like I had already been there. I was like, oh, that's just the other side of the screen. But it's not what's the other side of the screen. The other side of the screen is the same room that I've always done rehearsals in.
Okay, come on, we ready?
The one that was done the least.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna we got ready?
The one that was done the least.
I was like, I'm so excited to do this now because I was a bit nervous. I felt very out of my depth. And then I realized, wait a damn minute, we're all in the same boat. We all like each other. We're all gonna have a great time. And we did. We really did. The rehearsal process when we were in Palma was great fun. It was just great fun. I was very nervous with the rehearsal process, though. I will admit, I was very nervous.
Veniva vesteggiame, come vesteggiame, chi aresti tu no mories mes facil chi consenti. Quien diriau, si io fos la vostra Rosalina de debo?
Us posaria buns at the burlap.
Nay, you were better speak first. When you grab a flack of matter, you might take occasion to kiss.
How if the kiss be denied?
Then she put you to entreaty, and there begins the matter.
Well, who could be out being before his beloved mistress?
Marry, that should you if I were your mistress, or I should think my honesty ranker than my wit. No soc la vostra Rosalina.
I take some joy to say you are, because I would be talking of her.
I think one thing that this experience has taught me is how it actually works in the real world. You don't have a lot of turnover time. You don't have a lot of time. You don't have a lot of time to sit down, learn a script, do what you need to do, and rehearse. You don't. Not in the real world, in the industry.
Well, in her person, I say, I will not have you.
Then in mine own person I die.
Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time, there was not any man who died in his own person. Troilus had his brains dashed out with the machine blood. He did what he could to die before, and he was one of the patterns of love. Leander, he would have lived many a fair year, though hero had turned none, for if it had not been for a hot midsummer night, so good of youth, he went but forth to wash him in the Hellespont, and being taken with the crab was drowned. Men have died from time to time with worms eating them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I protest her frown might kill me.
Jura para testament, que non macchina una mosca. Para vingare fere de Rosalina es una dispositio mesavinent. Demane mal que voga uques or consider day.
Yeah, when we actually were at ESADIB and we were rehearsing, I had one rehearsal with BL, just one, and his directing style was so different from anything I'd done, and it was great. It was really great.
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come now, sister. You shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hand, Orlando. What say you, sister?
No sé pas la fórmula. Marry us.
As the end will inside the end, will you, Orlando?
Go too, will you, Orlando? Have to wave these Rosalind.
I think when you get close to a group of people from two different cultures, you find that apart from the language, there isn't a lot that separates us. We're very similar people. The only difference is that in England we have rain, in Mallorca you have sun. So, but yeah, no, I think there's a lot more similarities than differences, that I would say, than working in a foreign environment.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's
I think that's the point, that we are all at the end doing the same thing.
But when?
Why, now as fast as you can, Daria.
Then you must say, I take thee Rosalind for wife.
I take thee Rosalind for wife.
I might say I do, and I'll ask you for your commission, but I'll take thee Orlando for my husband. Now tell me, how long would you have her after you've possessed her?
Oh, forever and a day.
Say a day without the other. No, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. Maids are May when they are maids, and the sky changes when they are wives. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over his hen, more clamorous than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I will weep for nothing, like Diana over the fountain, and I will do so when thou art disposed to be merry. I will laugh like a hyena, and when that thou art inclined to sleep.
For will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she will do as I do.
But she is wise.
As glad.
BL just completely and utterly turned everything I thought Rosalind was on its head and made me give a completely different performance. And it was great. It was really great. I felt very unsure. I felt very nervous. But he basically said to me, don't. This is what you're made to do. You're here now. You've worked hard. Just do it. And he told me to scream and shout my first line. And I thought, is this guy serious? Am I gonna scream and shout my first line? But I screamed and I shouted my first line. And he went, no. And then he screamed and shouted my first line. I went, oh my golly gosh. Okay, so that's what you want from me. Right. Let me try that again. And I did.
No tendría todo ya como es aseñada mes arruchada. Tan que yo les portés el sendo una donna y so tira per la finestra. Tan que yo la finestra y so tira es bel forat del aria. Trapalia kes forat escapora y facile. Sorry, line's gone.
Chimenea?
It was so odd, but so freeing, and the look on his face when I got it right. So if I did something that he'd asked me to do and, you know, I executed it properly, he'd go, yes. He had this like mad look in his eyes going, yes, you've done it. It's like, he's making me excited and making me want to do more. And it was just so rewarding. And I remember coming downstairs and looking at Tom, and Tom knew I was having a little bit of a hard time at that moment, and he looked at me and went, are you okay? I went, I'm great. I'm fabulous. I'm so excited for this show.
No la atrapao, my sente reposta es no si que la atrapao lengua.
Durante estas, duas horas, Rosalind, attached the nation.
Alas, still, I cannot lack you 2 hours.
I must attend the Duke at dinner, but by 2 o'clock I will be with thee again.
Go your ways. I knew what you've approved. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. 2 o'clock is your hour.
My sweet Rosalind.
If you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think thee the most pathetic who break promise, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen after the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion than if thou wert indeed my sweet Rosalind. So adieu.
Because obviously it was quite interesting having BL and then Tom. Because on one side Tom goes, do it like this. But then what was great was Tom and BL had a really good relationship. So their communication, although like sometimes they had different ideas on how to perform a scene, it was still nice to know that even if BL said, oh, do this, and it was different to what Tom said, Tom had full trust in BL to be like, yeah, that's right, let's do it like that. And it worked out in the end.
And why, I pray you, who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? Although you have no beauty, as by my faith I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? What means this? Why do you look on me?
Also, the rehearsals were really like Monday we do scene 1, 2, 3, or 4. Tuesday 5, 6, 7, 8. Monday again 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was good.
It was really structured, and that gave us more. Yeah, my hair's going crazy. That gave us more like flexibility or liberty to get to work on the scenes with the directors and also off. Because I do remember if we were not working on a scene with either Tom or Biel, we were somewhere in the ESADIB or near the ESADIB.
Puc xuclar la melancolia d'una cançó, com la mostella xucla o no? Més, si et plau, més.
My voice is ragged. I know I cannot please you.
I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing. Another stanza. Call your own stanzas.
What's your real, Monsieur Jacques?
Nay, I cannot for the names. They owe me nothing. Will you sing?
More at your request than to please myself.
Come, sing. And you that will not, hold your tongues.
I'll finish the song, sirs. Cover the wine. The Duke will drink under this tree. He hath been all this day to look you.
And I've been all this day to avoid her. Also, I feel like we used our breaks sometimes also, like especially when they were there to practice the song. Because the song, okay,
like
the song is something I really want to talk about.
We should talk about the song because
I'm still a bit stressed when I hear the song.
It was such a mess.
Yes, it was.
Like from day one, meaning day one of everyone being in
singing
Palma.
the song, yeah.
Should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree, should I be
I suppose the hardest thing, like I think everyone would probably agree, those songs at the end.
Oh my god, the songs! I was waiting for you to mention the songs, bro. Oh my god.
Obviously the scenes are fine, we all have our own little problems,
Yeah.
we all have to do our own things in character. Okay, now we all have to come together, rejoice at the end, sing a song.
God, it was so... it's like trauma to me.
So, made a minute, hot thus we met, and these things finish.
Oh, the joy that spring begot, winter gone but not forgot. Here among the green new grass, we'll lie and love till it comes to pass. Strike me down by Diana's bow, the spring can heal 1,000 blows. The time has passed, we're rough and wild, give over to the sweet and mild.
It was really messy. Like right
Yeah.
before the show, it sounded shitty as fuck.
Sound awful. I
It was
remember
awful.
our last rehearsal, and we were singing it, and I stopped singing because I just looked at Tom and I was like, my eyes were just saying,
This is not.
I can't
no.
do this. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna sing this.
I mean, it's really hard to do a song like that when there's people that don't really sing or don't really
Yeah.
know how to sing.
Also in a week.
Yeah, also, and like
Doing
1 week.
different like voices, because
La 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 la.
there was a
yeah.
group doing the melody and there was a group doing harmonies. There was,
it was ridiculous.
so much
It was
going on.
It was ridiculous.
And
but
this also-
thankfully, okay. Thankfully, they had two people two persons that were really,
Holding onto the notes.
And because, by the way, it was Nuri and I. If you hadn't figured that out by me just saying this.
No,
But-
I have to shout out. In my group, there was
Margot was very committed as well.
Margot was very
She was-
committed, but also
We're rough and wild, give over to the sweet and mild.
I mean, obviously, on the night, I could not be any happier with how it
Yeah.
went. I cannot believe we smashed it out. I mean, when the audience started applauding
Yeah.
while we were doing the du-du-du-du-du,
That was funny.
it was like, oh my gosh, the audience are applauding, and we're trying to keep in rhythm
Yeah.
and sing a song.
Oh my God.
But we somehow pulled it off. I think
Yeah.
we all realised we suck at this. We need to really crack on and just
Yeah.
learn
we
these
had
songs.
quite a moment where we're like, this is irredeemably bad. We can't do this. But we all pulled it together
Yeah.
in the end, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I suppose that's just that was the most annoying bit of the whole thing. It's just having to learn those songs, and then you can't help but listen to everyone, and everyone's listening to each other, but not in a good way.
Yeah.
It ended up being in a good way, but when you're first starting out and you don't know what you're doing, and neither does everyone else, it's just so. It's
Yeah.
so weird, but I'm just glad I think we all shared the same opinion
Yeah.
in that let's just get these songs over with.
Yeah,
So that was
just need to
nice.
do it. Yeah, I think when we put in perspective the fact that the songs were the hardest bit,
Yeah.
it really then shows just how well everything else sort of fell
Yeah.
into place and how professional we were throughout it all.
Yeah, that's a good point. 'cause
Yeah.
When the hardest bit of the whole thing is singing a song with your cast, then really you ain't got it too bad.
Yeah, considering.
Yeah, all things
Yeah.
considered.
Millie came through in our group because
Yeah.
I do remember turning around and being like, I need to find my group to get the note, and Millie was there with the note every single time.
But I mean, it was good that
She saved
that there was experienced people
Yeah.
in music and singing.
Yes.
Because otherwise, it would have been a mess. Like, people can sing, not everyone, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But even if you can sing, you might not be able to hold a note for quite some time, or be in tune. So I think we really worked together for that, and
Yeah.
people really put their best effort in. Emily, she said, "Listen, I cannot sing." She cannot. I verify, but she said, "As long as I sit next to you, I'll be fine." And she was she was just
She really was.
She was
She really
committed.
was.
She was like, "Listen, I'm not going to sing well, but I'm going to do it." And it's all about that, all about the attitude.
And I feel like this is exactly, again, the proof that we were working together as a group.
Yes.
Because at the end, everyone was stressed about the song.
Everyone. Yes.
But we were all in the same situation. Because we all knew
We're all stressing together.
we have to go there and sing the song together. And we wanted to sound good. So I feel like we all took it pretty serious, especially the last day.
Should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree. Should I be lost, that's where I'll be. Underneath the greenwood tree. Should I be lost, underneath the greenwood tree. Should I be lost, that's where I'll be.
Things obviously went wrong. We had issues with costume. Obviously, that was because we had obviously interchanging characters. So in one scene somebody would play Orlando, and in the next scene I'd go on as Orlando, and it was like, how do I get the previous Orlando's costume off and on me within a second for me to go onto stage? Which was the one thing that really stressed me out, because it was like everyone else had a few seconds to, you know, I'll take it off and I'll pass it to you, whereas with my scene in scene 4, you know, Orlando's on stage and then Orlando comes off and I've got to get this jacket on and get my props ready, you know, my poems that I've written for Rosalind, and walk on with this burst of energy and start throwing these posters around everywhere. It was like,
Crowned queen of night, survey with thy chaste eye from the pale sphere above, thy huntress name that my full life doth sway. Oh, Rosalind, these trees shall be my books, and in their barks my thoughts are character, that every eye in the forest with looks shall see thy virtue witnessed everywhere. Run, run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, the unexpressive she.
the people in Palma were really helpful. Like, if we messed up with pronunciations and stuff, they'd let us know how to pronounce the words properly, and Biel was really good at helping us figure out the like X's are like a sh sound, and you know, you don't pronounce the H's, was it? So yeah, like, it was completely different compared to what we do, because we almost pronounce everything, whereas over there you have to remember so many rules of like, this letter's pronounced this way, this letter's not pronounced at all. Like, yeah, it was really confusing, but eventually I got the hang of it, and I think I smashed my lines. Like, I was really proud of myself at the end of it, going, you know, we had 3 weeks to prepare a play that's not only in English and one of Shakespeare's biggest plays, but also in another language.
Passeggio per aquesta selva che tormenta els nostres passons gravanti Rosalina la scorsa, que penja odes als arços i a les xies als esbarders, totes deificant el nom de Rosalina. Si pogués trobar que bufa núvols, li oferiria un bon tractament, perquè em sembla que pateix la febre persistent, no?
Soc jo che sem febrate, amor. Us prego de guermo al vostre relic.
There is none of my uncle's marks upon you.
What were his marks?
A lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye and sunken, which you have not. An unquestionable spirit, which you have not. Being neglected, which you have not. But I do pardon you for that, for you simply have an inhibi is the youngest brother's revenue. Then, your horse should be unguarded, your bonnet unband, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation. But you're not such man.
Fair youth, I could make thee believe I love.
Putting on a Shakespeare play in 3 weeks is hard enough, let alone doing it in another language as well. And then you're outside, you know, you've got to project more, you've got to really draw the audience in, whereas in a theatre, they kind of sat there. You might need to project, but not as much as you do outdoors. Thankfully, we did a bit of outdoor, so we kind of knew what we were going for.
El món és un teatre, i els homes i les dones uns actors, amb les seves entrades i sortides, fan molts papers al llarg dels anys, en set actes novedats. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms. And the whining schoolboy with his satchel and shining morning face, creeping like snail, unwilling.
But it's true that I have to say that acting in another language made me feel a bit vulnerable.
Oh God, yes, yes.
Because at the end you are working with people that speaks their first language fluently. So when we do exercises that are not saying your text, I felt like, oh my God, maybe I will seem
tonto.
Sí, un poco tonto, because I don't know the language as well as them.
Yeah.
But that's the only part that made me feel a bit vulnerable,
But
because...
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No.
What I find interesting is that it goes both ways. I think there's a degree of vulnerability of speaking and being in that having to help each other, being in a situation where, as a collaborative experience, you have to help each other because one side knows Catalan fluently and the other side knows English fluently.
Yes, but we don't do exercises in Catalan, for example.
Yes.
But because the language we all have in common
Is
is English, so it's obvious, that part.
I cannot if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are therefore followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him, love him, for he worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what is to love.
And although it wasn't even a long time, like sometimes we talk about it and we say, oh my God, in 3 weeks, we're now talking like we've known each other for so long. And it's so nice to know that even abroad, you can build these connections and they stick. It wasn't just that experience and it's done. Like those connections really stuck with me at least. And also the scenes, which Tom might play a clip of, it's when I had it with Diego. And it was so difficult during rehearsal to stay focused because Diego's direction from Tom was make her as uncomfortable as possible.
Like you that makes the world full of children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. And from you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her.
I can't. Every time this bit gets me, it's so hard to stay in character when he's going, yes.
Might be
Do
yours.
that bit one more time.
Dude, you're mean.
I know, I didn't expect it.
Put Diego in his place.
A vos si que me si estás na leo vos. Doneo gracias al cel tu talamor.
Ka, so deep. I can't. It's so hard. I'm grabbing, he's going, oh.
Phoebe likes it.
It's so hard. Okay.
Phoebe's
so
a bit
hard.
kinky. Yeah.
Baby's hard.
And it was just so funny and so not even stressful. It was just stressful in the sense of like being able to stay in character without laughing and without forgetting my line because of like what Diego was doing in that moment. I'm like no, because I wasn't used to that, but again running it over and over and over again, and it was such a safe space to make the mistakes.
It is to be all made of sighs and tears. So am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind. And I for no woman. It is to be all made of faith and service. So am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind. And I for no woman. It is to be all made of fantasy. All made of passion and all made of wishes. All adoration, duty and observance. All humbleness. All patience and impatience. All purity, all triumph, all observance. So am I for Phoebe!
And so am I for Ganymede.
And so am I for Rosalind. And I for no woman!
And I also think working with Biel was really good. Like, it's not necessarily, I'm trying to think how to word this. I guess it's just working with someone new. And I don't think we've worked with someone like Biel before.
Yeah.
I mean, first impression I had of him is that, you know, he was going to be quite strict. He was going to be very, like work you to the bone type of guy. And then when I worked with him, it was just like, an impression I had of him was like, this man's going to be really strict. And then he got up on his feet and he was like performing about and dancing about and he had all this energy. And I was like, okay, you know, I can work with this. This is cool.
By a faithful shepherd. Look upon him, love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what is to love.
It is to be made up of.
Yeah, it is to be all made up of sighs and tears. And so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
Yes, very tight.
Una vez que quedes aquí, ¿vale? Vens en diagonal directa y te quedes aquí, and you here. Okay?
Yeah, no, it was so fun working with him. I remember when I was doing my scene, he just came up to me and he was like, act like a dog. And I was like, that's it. Yeah, act like a dog.
Yeah.
That's the character.
But that distance was very nice to play this game.
Okay.
So
the distance is good.
no, I meant for you.
No, I don't mean for you.
Wait, because
Yes, for Rosalind.
he has to do the same.
Okay.
És com més de rari. En principi estàs enfadada, però vos sé que és tibarro i se te'n vas enfadar superràpid. Per tant, okay? David!
Look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
No! No facis cercles. Ves directament.
Look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Jove, heu estat molt descortes amb mi mostrant la carta que us havia escrit.
I cannot if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are therefore followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you.
Good shepherd, tell this youth what is to love.
Great to have this different, fresh perspective
Yeah.
on things. It's like, boom, there it is.
Yeah, and he makes it so easy to just be able to jump into things and make an idiot of yourself. Because that's the best part of doing something like this.
Yeah. Yeah, but I remember the first one was with Tom, and it was actually in the space outside, and it was kind of like, this is how it's going to go. You're going to enter from this side, and all that.
Yeah.
Usual stuff. It was great. Then it was kind of, okay, what do we actually do for the fights? And obviously, online, we just kind of did this.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm hit! So getting into the actual space, it was like, all right, let's actually fight. Let's do this. Let's go for it. And we just charged at each other. And stage combat. It's fun. It's great.
Ho garantisco a vostra grazia non avrò campagna a una seconda desperestata intentatande di suo Dio di la primera.
You mean to mock me after? You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
Yeah, it's good to actually see it in the space, consider all that. And then I had my second sort of blocking rehearsal scene. I think this one was a bit more like actual character, really building up the amp and the intention. And it was with BL. And at first I was like, again, it was like, what do I do? Am I doing this correctly? Is this right? And I thought I was doing fine. I'd been told what to do. I was doing it how I thought was best. Hadn't been said otherwise. BL stands up and is like, try harder. And I was like, okay. It's like, you're a wrestler. You're a wrestler. Just really enter the scene with power. This is like the first scene of the performance. You need to completely bring the energy up. This is a wrestling scene.
Come on!
Everyone hears Shakespeare and it's going to be like, oh, they're going to be speaking gibberish, Old English. Oh, it's going to be boring. It's going to be a love tale. Especially with a play like As You Like It, it's not exactly a high-stakes performance.
Yeah.
But I really connected with BL at that moment. It was like, this has to be like an amazing opening. It has to be completely just out there. And I think, yeah, I get it. And he started by like pushing against me, and it was like, try and push me off of you as you say your lines, and that's the sort of desperation you need to go into the scene with. And I was like, that's
That
it.
was really
It sort
good.
of clicked. Because I got the showboatiness kind of down immediately. Even Biel said that, it's like, yeah, that was brilliant, but it was that I needed to then carry it all the way through, even the first bit where I'm introduced as just a guy.
Sí, vuestra merced, si os puedo donar la licencia.
Everyone was incredibly supportive as well. They were like, yeah, this is the wrestling scene. Go on, Charles.
Yeah. It was so fun to shout at you from the sidelines.
Yeah, it just felt great. And I was like, I look like such an idiot right now with my shirt off, and I couldn't care less. I feel great. This is the energy that a Shakespeare performance needs. Otherwise, everyone is just going to be bored.
I love it, yeah. I just think that Shakespeare is something that should not be pretentious.
Yeah.
I don't know where we got that from. Because I saw it was made for the working class.
Yeah.
Shakespeare was never supposed to be such a high-stakes thing, but it should just be people messing about and having fun. It should be made for anyone to watch, and I think that's something that we really try to bring into it.
Let's get into it. Come on, yeah.
You and you, no crush our hearts. You and you are heart and hearts. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to your lord. While to wedlock we sing, feed yourself with questioning. That reason wonder may diminish, how thus we met, and these things finish.
That's really, really nice, because I feel like, I don't know, this project like doesn't only give you like more experience, more confidence in other projects, but also, I don't know, we found like new friends, we found people we can rely on in a different country that are interested in the same work as we do. So that's a really cool thing. And I had a conversation with Ray, for example, about that. We feel like it's so nice to know that there are people in another country that we can just, even though we don't have contact every day, but we know if we like do our own project and we have like this idea of like, oh, this person is actually doing something similar, or like this person could help out in this project. We know that we can rely on each other, and we have each other's numbers, and we can just call each other, write each other, and that's like such a high privilege to have that.
Nuria knitted me a wonderful little Kermit the Frog. I say knitted, crocheted me a wonderful Kermit the Frog like teddy. I unfortunately don't have him with me to show you because he's in Coventry right now. I'm in London, and he's looking after my little accommodation room in Coventry. I haven't shown you Kermit the Frog. Nuria made me, so I'm going to show you Kermit the Frog now. He looks, okay, and Nuria will forgive me for saying this, he looks a little bit scary, but he's meant to. So this is Kermit. He's got a very big mouth, as you can see, but I love him very dearly. He is my pride and joy. But the reason why he has a big mouth, and so Nuria didn't know this at the time, but fate has its ways, because my childhood teddy, which I've actually got for you, is also Kermit. And that's how my childhood teddy looks. And this is who Nuria made for me. So the resemblance is very much uncanny. It's uncanny. They both look quite demonic. But no, I say that with such love. This little fella is so cute. And he sleeps on my bed. He does. He sleeps with me. I love him dearly. Yeah, he's so precious. He is so precious to me. But yeah, this is Kermit. Hi, gag. This is Kermit the Frog, and I love him very much.
Hearing thy mistress' praise, thou hast not loved, or if thou hast not brought from company abruptly, as my passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe, Phoebe, Phoebe. El projecte Shakespeare per jo va ser una experiència única perquè m'ho va permetre conèixer persones d'altres llocs que no hauria pogut conèixer d'altres maneres. A més, el fet de poder actuar en anglès era una cosa que no havia fet mai i la veritat és que va ser un aprenentatge que valoro molt.
Sí, va ser la nostra primera experiència en Shakespeare Remote i va ser una experiència super enriquidora perquè vàrem poder aprendre d'altres tipus de teatre que no són el nostre i bé, ens va donar l'oportunitat de conèixer a gent d'altres cultures i a gent que no coneixíem i fer amics i poder tenir aquesta convivència.
Would you have lost the spot of you tell us the man of the wrestling? I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyship, you may see the end. The best is yet to do. And here, where we are, where you are, they are coming to perform.
What went right? The show happened. Like, the show was really good. At the end of it, like, we just got into such a flow state when we got to the end of rehearsals, and we were like, right, okay, set up the chairs, audience is going to be coming in any minute now, and like, everyone was stressed. Like, we had this one little area above the kind of stage that we were performing in the courtyard that we used as a backstage area that all the actors stood. And it was tense. Like, it was really, really tense. Everyone was going over their lines in Catalan and everyone's doing this and doing that, and it was like, it's really happening now. Like, we actually have to go out there and smash it.
When I was in Parma, I went in to speak to BL about hopefully going there and doing a project there. And I was all of a sudden told I will be on the news.
Al món teatral les trobam a l'Escola Superior d'Art Dramàtic. Professors i alumnes s'han reunit per celebrar el Dia Mundial del Teatre amb la lectura d'un manifest i un exercici d'improvisació col·lectiva a ritme de bolero de Ravel.
And so I was, again, I wasn't speaking in Catalan, I spoke in English and struggled there myself. But I had, again, speaking of the support, I had like so much support from the people from Parma. They stood by me whilst I read it because I was so nervous. And yeah, I think the relationships we built was incredible. But those relationships were built through FaceTime calls, learning Catalan and, you know, them helping us with our pronunciation. So in the beginning, very nervous, but then I felt so comfortable after because we had such a good support system from lecturers, from students, everyone. It was top notch.
I was really chuffed with the play itself. My favourite part was getting to throw leaves around. There's a video somewhere on the corner of a TikTok page where Diego's interviewing people just before we go on stage. And he comes up to me and he says, "How do you feel?" And I went, "Leaves." And he went, "Is that all you've got to offer?" And I went,
Bueno chicos, hello guys. Voy a hacer un vídeo bilingüe. ¿Cómo nos sentimos antes del show? Vale, bueno, estamos nerviosos. Un poco. Ahora no tanto, pero después estaremos más nerviosos. Em's here. How are you feeling about the show?
I'm worried about the song, but as long as I'm sitting next to you, I'm fine.
So,
we're gonna eat, we're gonna show
we're
well.
gonna eat. We're gonna surf.
I'm so excited.
What do you think? Tell me.
My fingers hurt from playing guitar and I want to sleep.
What do we think about the show?
Oh, show's good.
Yeah.
Leaves.
Is that all you?
Yeah.
Please. Peña, how are you feeling about the show?
I don't know.
Are you nervous?
No, I just had cookies, so I feel pretty good.
So you're ready?
Pretty well, sorry. I'm very ready.
Yeah! Hi!
My name is Ella and I am feeling cold but ecstatic.
And how are you feeling about the show?
Actually quite excited. Quite excited.
Yeah!
Hi, I'm Katie.
And how are you feeling about the show?
I'm feeling excited. Can't wait. Even if everything goes wrong, we're just going to have so much fun.
Hi guys!
My name is Jonathan.
My name is Millie.
And how do you guys feel about the show?
Nervous, but excited.
Excited, I'm feeling prepared, and yet I'm feeling like I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like everything is going to go wrong, and we're just going to have to deal with it. But
tune in to find out.
yeah.
Hi, I'm Lindsay.
Hi, Maiden.
I'm slowly going insane from the songs, but other than that, fine.
I'm really excited, actually. I'm excited to see how it actually goes, but, you know, I think we're prepared. I think it's going to go well. I'm excited.
Digues el teu nom.
Sofia Llopart Bonnin.
Molt bé. Què opines de això, de lo que farem avui?
Ah, molt bé, jo crec que sortirà una cosa meravellosa i preciosa. I qui no vagi, pues... ja vos ho arreglareu, eh?
Please say your name.
Margarita Malaku.
And how are you feeling about the show?
Very nervous. I'm stressed. But excited.
What's your name?
Adam Alias. I'm ready, man.
Yeah?
Bring it on. I'm ready.
Som la Sílvia i As You Like It ha estat tota una experiència i serà una aventura. Ara ho viurem.
Yo soy Carolina y hago de Rosalind y de Corin. Ahora mismo estoy súper nerviosa, pero tengo muchas ganas porque es la última vez que vamos a hacer un show todos juntos, así que estoy súper... Así que sí, estoy muy contenta. Muchas ganas de hacerlo ya.
I am Lily. I'm feeling good. It looked very promising. There was some bits that were really lovely and some bits that needed work, but I think the bits that needed work got worked on, and now I'm very excited. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
So, what's your name?
Issam. I'm feeling great, know all my lines, and can't wait to perform.
My name is Lyle.
And how are you feeling about the show?
Good. I'm excited. We're gonna do good. Really good. I'm excited.
It is a great experience. I think that collaborating with people, with other actors from other countries, you can never lose. You always going to come out of it better than before. Because it teaches you how to manage people, how to manage stress, how to be organized, how to unravel yourself in a new environment.
Nome, audiencia, pero un moto o dos, yo soy el vicegan de Roland. I doc aquestes noves a aquesta clau. Doncs el duc Frederick, veint cada hora a flirtants forms en aquest bosc. Ha reclutat una gran força d'homes. Amb ell al capdavant per venir a prendre el seu germà i passa lo per l'espasa. And to the skirts of this wild wood he came, where meeting with an old religious man, after some questions with him, was converted, both from his enterprise and from the world.
I was really scared to do this, but I did it scared. And because I did it scared, I was rewarded with these wonderful memories, but also these incredible new relationships that I am so grateful for. This is something that will genuinely stay with me for such a long time, and it has taught me so much about myself in the sense that I am so resilient and hardworking. Not to big myself up, but I can do it. That's pretty much it. I can do it. I can do these things.
I don't know, for me, for example, future goals, I wrote my I just finished university, I wrote my full dissertation about telepresence. So it actually changed a lot, because I didn't know telepresence before, and it's really cool because I feel like I've learned so many different things, and I feel like I learned about a new way on how to use technology in theater and create connections between cultures, countries, people, and for me personally, I know that I definitely want to learn more about it, and I want to take this tool and take this knowledge to create my own projects, and also still participate in this project forever, please.
For as long as we can.
Yeah, so I feel like this is really cool, and I'm really thankful that I have this opportunity, will have hopefully, to participate in that project, because if not, I wouldn't have friends and colleagues in the UK now. I wouldn't know about immersive telepresence in theatre. And it's just a privilege. So thank you.
Yeah.
Earlier, he said earlier, he was like, I don't want to film you, and now that I'm crying, he's got the camera.
I agree with you when you said it was like a once in a lifetime chance.
It would have felt really bad to miss out.
In what other uni are you gonna go all the way to Palma to perform to the public in a different country in a different language? Like that doesn't happen.
Falling.
No, I'm making a whole compilation video just called Nuria Cries.
I know so many people are probably going to say that it was an experience of a lifetime and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity, but like when you really think about it, it actually is. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to do anything like this in my career again, because like I said, nowhere really offers it, so.
You're mean, man.
Did you have fun? Did you have fun?
It's almost fun. That's why I'm crying.
I després, o sigui, no ha estat com a conèixer-nos de zero, era com que ja mos coneixíem, ja està com a retrobar-nos de nou.
We did manage to pull off the impossible. We made the impossible possible. And for me, that's one of the proudest moments of my university life. And especially just knowing that I've done it with such a lovely group of people as well.
At some point, I stopped feeling almost like a tourist because of... I tried to put myself as much, even outside of like group activities, try to put myself into their daily routine, for example.
But more importantly than anything I've just said, it's about human connection. And it's about the fact that I've made so many friendships and memories, and I can look back so fondly on this and say that I did it. And there have been so many wonderful people who have changed the way I think.
We could talk for hours, but
If we talk more, I'm gonna cry about it.
yeah, we don't really want to cry about it. And yeah, I just wish the experience was longer.
Yeah.
But it was really but next year's coming. Maybe, hopefully.
Can it already be
No.
March, please?
No. And maybe we get to see some familiar faces again.
Yes, coming back.
Maybe. Please, Tom, do
Please.
something about that. But yeah, it was really lovely. I'm really glad that I got to do this. I think I speak for all of us.
Yep.
In
Yeah.
that sense.
You do.
Yeah, I think we said it so many times. I don't get, like, we don't say it enough how lucky we are to have done this. And the project, the play, the people, everything was amazing and really lovely.
Yes.
Well,
So,
thank you.
yeah, thank you for listening.
Yes.
This is us talking about Shakespeare Remote. About the telepresence.
2025.
2025, as you like it. On vostre gust.
so I guess see you next year.
Yes, maybe.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. We are done. Hopefully, it was recorded.
One night out under the stars, one night out under the stars, with Romeo and Juliet. One night out under the stars, one night out under the stars. Have you seen this one yet? Shakespeare makes me happy, Shakespeare makes me happy, so happy, and I'm happy to be with you. Shakespeare makes me happy, Shakespeare makes me happy, so happy, and I'm happy to be with you. We may be garden variety, but we can step inside of his immortal mind. We get a wider view, some universal truth, and when we step inside, that's when we realize this is your life. We lay down in the grass, we lay down in the grass for Henry the Fourth Part 1, and it feels so lovely to laugh, and it feels so lovely to cry, like a personal battle won. Hamlet
Tom, I've got a picture for you.